Do you know that kind of situation where two persons intending to get married are being frustrated by one of the parents or even their own parents, both of them? That's the story of this movie, Deep Assessment, which features Maurice Sam, Ebube Nwagbo, Oby Titus, and Oby Etok. Directed by Wallz Efosa and produced by Maurice Sam himself, this movie tells the story of two lovers, Daniel and Clara, who were constantly under pressure from their mothers to get married. Their mothers, unaware of their relationship, tried unsuccessfully to arrange partners for them. So when Daniel and Clara got engaged and informed their mothers, the women were partly pleased, but then they were generally shocked. Each of them ended up not liking their child's partner, and they worked so hard to frustrate them. I like this movie because it addresses a very common problem in a way that makes you laugh, and at the same time makes you pull your hair in anger because of how realistically annoying some of the scenes are. And talking about this, special shout out to Oby Titus, who played the role of Deaconess and Clara's mother. She stuck to her role so well that at some point I was going to fling my shoes at her, from where I was watching it on the screen, because she was so natural at it. She highlighted the hypocrisy of many modern day Christians who defend their actions by claiming that they were directed by God, even when that's not the case. In this movie, for example, the Deaconess rejects Daniel for her daughter on the basis that the Holy Spirit said so, whereas it was just about her personal fears from an ugly experience in the past with her late husband. I appreciate the movie for trying to teach parents not to project their fears on their children, as the mothers in this movie did to Daniel and Clara. And of course, it also makes mockery of some of the silly things some mothers do to their potential daughters-in-law in the name of trying to test them. Like Daniel's mother inviting Clara over to her house in the morning to fold clothes or make a soup when Clara should be at work. But I have a few issues with this movie. Number one, I think it was strange that for all her religious fanaticism, Clara's mother, the Deaconess, did not observe or say anything about Daniel's mohawk hairstyle or his earrings. And frankly, it's now a bit annoying that Maurice Sam can't change his mohawk hairstyle or take off his earrings for some certain movie roles. He has to always be the same, and it's annoying. Number two, the man that Deaconess preferred for her daughter Clara did not show anything spiritual. So it makes me wonder why she preferred him to Daniel for her daughter. Maybe the man should have been cast in a way that showed, he was going to the same church with her, he was very spiritual, to justify that preference. And finally, I observed a very serious case of misspelling in the title of the movie at the beginning, when Deep Assessment, which is the title, was spelled as Deed Assessment, D-W-E-D. I mean, this is where an editor is important, but the one hired for this movie apparently didn't say this one, and that's a big fail in my opinion. That's the title of the movie being introduced for the first time and the only time in the course of the movie, and it was misspelled. Nevertheless, I enjoyed the movie to a reasonable extent, and I rated a 5/10. Have you seen the movie? Let me know in the comment section. But don't forget, please, to like this video, share it, and then subscribe so you get to watch more videos when I post them.